Larry Mitchell is an icon in the community. We thank God for him. Let's give it up for Brother Larry. Now, I wasn't supposed to be here, but Larry wanted me to redeem myself from last year, so this is a do-over. I'm not the speaker. I'm doing makeup work. And I tried to get out of it, and Larry told me that you all love to have some light entertainment, so he invited me to come, and I tried to get out of it again, and he said, no, they wanted someone like a pastor, and then again, I bagged out. You're going to have Dr. Ed Lake coming. He's going to bring a powerful word. Then he said, no, they wanted somebody good-looking and handsome, and I told him, I'm the man, so here I am. I'm the man. Cue me up back up, Mr. DJ. Y'all put your hands together, and let's have some fun up in here. My members most of my members, like in a lot of our churches, they're seasoned saints, and I love my seasoned saints. I love visiting them. They have wonderful stories. They tell you everything about, except how they form the posse to run the preacher with, but they tell you everything else now. So I go to visit some of my members. There's one particular member I went to visit, Miss Haddamy. Say Miss Haddamy. I went to see Miss Haddamy, very gracious, genteel woman. She was cooking some collard greens and hot water cornbread. Never will forget it. Never will forget it. I went in. She said, come on in, baby, have a seat. You know, I'm in the kitchen cooking, finished cooking, sit down, make yourself at home. I sat down, baby, sat at home. I love almonds. Say almonds, somebody. I love almonds. I love almonds. And on the coffee table was some almonds. So I decided to help myself to them. It was getting good. I ate all of the almonds. So Miss Haddamy came out of the kitchen. And I said, Miss Haddamy, I got to go buy you some more almonds because I ate all your almonds. She said, baby, don't worry about it. You know, ever since the dentist pulled my teeth, they were covered with chocolate. I just sucked the chocolate off them and put them back in. We thank God for how I was raised by my grandmother and came here. And I'm married. My wife, Janet, she is confronting cancer, so she's not here tonight. But I thank God for my wife. My wife and I have been married some 30 years. And when we got married, we had 7 kids and 9 grandbabies. And the deal was, Pastor Lake, anybody wanted out of the marriage had to take the kids. Yep. Had to take the kids. We have 7 kids. We spent 3 years teaching them to walk and talk, and then we spent the next 15 years teaching them to sit down and shut up. Is that right? So I thank God for my kids, because my kids, my son, he's 27 now, he came to me one night, he asked me, he said, Dad, how much does it cost to get married when you married Mom? So my wife left out the room, and she said, well, I see you're going to have this father and son talk. Soon as Janet left out the room, Chief get it, and I said, I'm still paying for it. I'm still paying. How many of you here married? Everybody married? Raise your hand. I know you are. How many of you married? God bless you. My grandmother told us something. She says, it's better to wait on a prince that may never come than hook up with a frog that may never leave. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yes, I love you.
Thank you so very, very much for that kind introduction. We appreciate you and what you mean to Polk County. And we're delighted to have you come and share with us and be a part of this great ministry of New Life. So again, to our worship leader, thank you so much for all that you do. To Pastor Conley, where are you? God bless you. Thank you. Mrs. Conley, God bless you. Thank you. To the very fine members of Harvest, your staff who have just made this absolutely fantastic for the experience here tonight. And I'm looking forward to getting to my steak and chicken in just a few moments. Let me say thank you to all who have participated on this great, awesome banquet today. The words and your expressions have been greatly recognized and appreciated. Also to the preaching comic, my friend all the way from Mississippi, Reverend Dr. Lewis, and the almonds. And after tonight, I'll never look at an almond the same way again. To all of the partners, the sponsors, the friends, the business owners, the pastors, and especially those pastors that are part of the Interdenominational Ministerial Alliance, where now I have just been thrust in the role of the president of the IMA. To our law enforcement, thank you for being here. Thank you, Chief, for all that you do to make our city a safe and a great city here in Lincoln. And this is why what New Life is doing is critical. Because life is too precious for us to wait to get our ducks in a row before we support ministry like this. Life is too precious for us to make sure that all of our T's are crossed and I's are dotted before we roll up our sleeves and go to work. Life is too precious for these young men and some more seasoned men coming out of these institutions. Some of them, many of them institutionalized. Some of them dealing with mental issues that impact recidivism. Many of them go back to communities that do not have open arms. And the leading cause of recidivism throughout the nation and in Florida is simply when there is not a support system at home for these men when they return. The greatest thing that we can do is to take our time and sow seed into a ministry like New Life. The greatest thing we can do with our time is to sow with effort and energy and resources and making sure that the needs are being met for these men. Programs are in place, certification, educational programs in place to make sure that these men are given a hand up, not simply a hand out. And when we do that, we understand that we find and they find their purpose in this critical time in their lives. And because you have made your unique purpose known to the people of the world and to New Life, that you want to be a part of something greater than you. You want to be a part of something bigger than you. You want to be a part of something that's going to endure and last and impact generations. And after we've heard these testimonies, we understand that as they get delivered, their children can get delivered, their grandchildren can be delivered, and their children's children can be delivered because of what takes place in the work of New Life Ministry. It was Benjamin E. Mays, minister, civil rights leader in the 50s and 60s, had this to say about time. He said, I only have just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it. Give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. And I trust that tonight you will not allow your minute to slip away from your hands. But tonight is a night of destiny, where your universal purpose connects with your united purpose, and you settle into your unique purpose, and you look the devil square in the eye and say, for God I live, and for God I'll die. And everything that I do from this day forward is connected to my purpose. My purpose gives vision to my time. My time gives meaning to my purpose. And as I walk in the strength of Almighty God, I'll understand that only what I do for Christ, that will last. Beloved, God bless you. Love you so much. Continue to stand for New Life. Continue to stand in the time that God has given you. Let's make a difference in the kingdom of God.
Let's come up and give us a greeting. I know he's a great speaker. He's a great speaker. Thank you very much. How y'all doing this evening? Great. Y'all can do better than that. How y'all doing this evening? Is Lakeland not the best city in the whole state? Look out, I see a lot of friends. I see a lot of colleagues. And I gotta tell you, it fills my heart with pride when I think about the city of Lakeland. So y'all sit back, because I got about 3 hours to talk about Lakeland, and I can do it. Be here by myself, I hear you that right. I gotta tell y'all that what Larry Mitchell's, well, first I want to bring greetings from the city of Lakeland and the Lakeland Police Department, but I want to talk a little bit about Larry Mitchell and what he means to us at the Lakeland Police Department. Larry Mitchell is filling a need with substance abuse and homelessness, both things that challenge my department every day, both things that challenge all of us in our community. And the only way that we're going to come together to meet those challenges and get over them is to work together. A community is at its best when we work together and we all pull together. And you can see that with the work of New Life Ministries, because they give people hope. And when we have hope, we can overcome any obstacle. And we're lucky that we live in the city of Lakeland with the very best people, with the very best people, and that's you in this room.
And dedication, commitment to going above and beyond serving the citizens of Lakeland. New Life Ministry, presented at Harvest Assembly of God on the 3rd day of November. 3rd.